Take the gun off first. We start by taking the soldering tip off. Glue masking tape. What we see now is the wobble form. The laser light should not be a beam of light. It should be a straight line. The red light we see now, it is a straight line. We need to turn off the indicator light on the software. Then look, now it's a point. That's it. We can see if the red light is in the center of the welded pipe. If it's not in the center, we click on Settings and enter the password 123456. Click OK. For the laser center offset just mentioned, the adjustable range is +3 to -3. Check whether the light is in the center. Adjust the light to the center, then save and return. Just try the focus of the torch. First, put on your goggles, and then bring the safety lock. Clip to our welding gun. When clipped on the head of the gun, it can emit light. Do not put the light towards people because it's dangerous. Then loosen the thread. Lock the welded pipe to the back. Then find a certain distance away from the plate and start to emit light. Move the gun up and down to find the right position. When the light is strongest, we find our focus point. It's weaker, right? Slowly approach until the position is the strongest. Do not move the gun. Lock the barrel close to the plate. It is where our focus is. Then try welding it. This is where our focus is. After we find the focus, we can connect the wire feeder's wire feed tube to the welding gun. First, remove the screw that holds the wire feed tube. The wire fitting and the mouth are stuck together. Lock it after. Open the wire feeder. The data displayed here is the wire fitting speed. There are also manual wire fitting, manual retraction, running, stopping. If you don't want to feed the wire, you can just press stop. And if you need manual wire fitting, press it and the wire will return to the gun head. This is the retraction. Now about the settings. Some of the parameters in the machine are set in the factory, but you can actually fine-tune it when it's necessary, especially for two parameters. One is the retraction length. The retraction length is the degree of retraction. The other is the wire path distance. The two parameters need to be well matched. After changing the parameters, you need to save and return. After the wire feeders is connected, we can call the parameters and try welding. Try spot welding first. The installation and tutorial part has been introduced before. Let me introduce our consumable materials now. One is the welding nozzle and the other is the protective lens. Here are the 8 different types of nozzles. Welding nozzle are for the function with and without wire fitting, like this one. Be used for flat vertical welding. This is also used for flat vertical welding, but it has a wire fit. The grooves here represents the thickness of its welding wire. This is without wire fitting. And this is the cutting nozzle, which can be used for cutting. This one is used for inside flat weld. These two types indicate that the thickness of the feeding wire is different. We have wire feeding nozzles from 0.8 to 1.6. Here is the protective lens. The lens is 18 by 2. Let me introduce some precautions of the replacement of the protective lens and nozzles. First, we need to prepare a piece of white paper and masking tape. Replace the protective lens first. Put a piece of white paper under it and release the screw. Pull it out and put it on the clean paper. Tear off the tape. Block the entrance. It's very important to prevent dust get into the gun. And then you can rotate the notch to remove it. Replacement of the protective lens. Try to keep your hands as clean as possible during the process. Put it back to spin. Make sure the lens is in the groove. Screw on, put on. Fasten the screw. Now we're good to go. Let's introduce the replacement of the nozzle. First, we put the gun towards the ground to prevent dust from entering the welding pipe. Select the suitable nozzle according to the thickness of the wire. Then, rotate the direction of the clamp, the wire in the wire feed nozzle. Ensure smooth wire feeding during welding. The installation and tutorial of this handheld welding machine is basically over. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please contact our after-sales service.